Welcome to Mediocre Gaming, and today we're playing Gotham Knights. Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm Zarel. Well, let's get to it. Alright, so today we're investigating the Quarter Owls, but before we get to that, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and ring that bell to be notified of all future episodes as soon as they go live. So let's get into it. So previously we found a really old key when we were finding out, surprised by the appearance of the Court of Owls. So what we need to do now, we've figured out that it's tied to the Gazette somehow. So the building's really old. It's got that connection, and we don't really know very much. It was very much the mythology of the Court of Owls before we found out that it was actually real. And now we need to kind of figure out what their plan is. World domination, blah, blah, blah. You know, the typical villain stuff. Most likely. But we need to get some clues, and we need to get in order to do that. So when you get to the location, the Gazette, then the Gotham Gazette, then go over to the west side of the building and make your way in, as I just figured out myself. Alright, it's got that nice green glow, which of course means everything is safe.
There we go.
So, very like national treasure type situation, but it's very typical comic book Batman, like Batman the detective, not necessarily Batman the action hero. Although I think they do a pretty good job of doing both, getting both the action of crime stopping and deducing. There are some puzzles that will be on here, but I'll try to mark them on the timeline so you know where they're at, so you can avoid them if you want.
I remember that case.
All right, as there is one coming up shortly.
Should be in the unsolved file.
So Quarter Owls is a very shadowy organization. It's very difficult to pinpoint anything about them because Batman only had an idea that they were in existence. He thought he should investigate and see if they actually exist. So he got probably closer than most people do figuring out the Court of Owls existing. Alright, so we've got this Moreno case, which was ended up being an owl hit. The owl roots run deep in Gotham, apparently. Now we have to figure out what the message is, or the hit. All right. Now there's only so many combinations, but obviously we have an idea now. The West End and the tunnel. So something down in the tunnel. They were constructing it, and then all of a sudden it was shut down. So at the time, it was unfortunate, whatever, it is what it is, but now it's like, oh, okay. Court of Owls wanted it shut down for a reason. But I do like those batarangs on the roof because they're really easy to see when you're gliding. So if you're using Batgirl, the other guys have a little bit different traversal mechanisms once you have the knighthood unlocked. Alright, so should be either a door or a vent or something that we can get in here. Ah, there we go. Oh, nope. I didn't say that. I said that. Do what I'm thinking, not what I say. Alright, so I believe, well, we found our way down to the tunnel. Are we finding our way to Owl Lair territory?
Belfry, I'm in.
Oh, there we go. This is much, much deeper.
I'll probably
Underground tunnel.
mark my location. I'll check in as soon as I can.
Really deep, but apparently it was close enough. Yeah, we're going to lose contact, so we're basically on our own. Now, don't forget, you can play Gotham Knights solo, but you can also play with one friend, and you can invite a friend in, or you can matchmake and get someone in with you to help you out if you want. If you want to do it solo, hey, it's completely up to you. After all, Batman did almost everything solo, if you don't include Alfred and Robin. A lot of the Arkham Knight stuff, Batman was solo. So, I mean, I think that was an opportunity. They could have had it be either local co-op or online with Batman and Robin if they wanted to, or someone else. If not Robin, someone else, perhaps. So visually, it's pretty intense. I mean, like, you know, a cave is a cave is a cave. If you've seen one, you've seen them all, right? But the city, the underground, I like the look of it. That, you know, old city look. Someone imitating being a bat hanging upside down. Almost feral, like a feral human, but obviously something else is going on. Now they have evade fury, so they can evade abilities and attacks. So you need to do an area of effect attack, either ability or like a heavy ranged attack to stun them just long enough to get some hits on them. With one guy, it was easy. I'm sure there's going to be multiple before long, and I'm sure that will be much more difficult.
You've got to be kidding me. This place is
All right.
huge.
Old, you know, wood supports and planks to walk on. It's obviously not been kept up. Train tracks or cart that's broken into disrepair and has fallen apart. So it's no longer in active use, but it makes you wonder why there was someone guarding it. Definitely from the Court of Owls or associated. Alright, let's make our way around. Luckily, there's a point on the HUD to help you out. A big excavator tool. No longer functioning. Looks like a cave-in probably took it out at some point. It's a long ways down. Can't go this way, so I guess that's the way to go. But even though it's not in use, you still have like these candles and fires that are going on. Someone has to keep them burning. So even if it's not active use, it is in use. There's one. Oh, there's 3. Yeah, and then you have to worry about getting. Oh, it doesn't stop them from attacking. You have to try and get as many as you can with your heavy ranged attack. There we go. Oh, clothesline. Alright, so as we saw, obviously when you get multiple of those guys, it can be a little bit hairy trying to take them all out and stay safe. And since there's a little bit of a wind up with your heavy attacks, it does make it a little bit more difficult. Alright, there we go. We got a grapple point. And this is where we're supposed to go. I'm glad that they have these little hints about where to go, because you might end up spending a lot of time otherwise trying to figure out, just kind of aimlessly wandering, being like, oh, there's a grapple point over here. I guess I could try that. Sample wall. Free licks on the wall. Alright, so what do we got? Ore samples. X-ray analyzer. Spectrographic analyzer. Some more samples over there. So it looks like they were taking core samples and looking for something in particular. And considering we don't know how long this has been down there, it's actually quite sophisticated. The mystery gets deeper and deeper. Alright. Obviously gotta go this way. Like get a sample of whatever they're mining. That's good. That's a good idea. Ooh, look at that. That's a big machine. Core extraction. Alright, time to play CSI. Or metallurgist, I guess. So we've got some notes, we've got samples, a decent number of samples, and then we've got different solutions. So let's pick our sample based on hints and pick our solution and find out what they're trying to get or what they've been making down here. Check mark. Dionysium,
Maybe the
which I
bathroom
guess is
has
the
some answers.
isotope
If I ever find my way out of here.
that we found some residue on the key. Alright, there's another chest over there. Let's try and get that. Obviously, there's got to be a door or something in order to get in there.
That's a lot of ore.
Core sample
Whatever they're mining down
storage.
here, they must not be
Yep.
getting
Oh,
much of it.
yeah, just walk in there.
Extract a viable
Yeah,
sample.
look at this chest. That's
Get an
pretty
artifact itself.
ornate, even. Alright, now we need to get out. The longer we're here, the more likely that we're going to draw attention to what we're doing here. So best to get while the getting's good. All right. And all right, obviously that's got something to do. Elevator. All right, that sounds good. Going up.
That'll get me out of here.
Oh. Hopefully this still works. Yeah, anyone else feel like all those God of War scenarios where you have those floating platforms that are going up or down? You have guys attacking you on the platform. That's what it reminds me of. Alright, so the platform stopped. Must have been a remote control. Dude, the big man himself came down. I'm touched. I feel important. Whoever that is. The owls are protectors. Owls devour bats. Yeah, I wonder if that's true. Do owls eat bats? I kind of feel like they're both stealthy, and I don't know that the owls would be able to or would want to spend the effort on trying to get a bat when there's a lot of other animals that are easier prey. It's an interesting question I never really thought of. Yikes, a lot of these guys.
My turn.
There we go, let's dodge this. Do. I don't have all the perks for the and they've got like follow-up attacks, so it's like, okay, they attacked, and then you're like, oh wait, no, that's not the only attack they do. Nice thing about the drone is not only does it attack, but it also heals. So that's pretty cool. A lot of the drone upgrades, though, are three AP points, which is on the pricier side of things. Most of your upgrades are, one or two with a couple threes. So I think it's probably worth it, but gets a little pricey now. Alright, get out of there! Nice. Why do you go back and look down at the water to see what's going on? Do you really care about those guys?
That's my cue to leave.
They seem more zombie than human anyway. Alright, this whole place is caving in, so we need to get out. And there's more of these guys. Whap. Oh, okay. So they were on their way out too, apparently. Alright, that guy is long gone. We got water coming in. So this whole thing is going to be a, cover-up for their operation. They no longer need it, I'm guessing, since it wasn't really active when we got down here. Alright. Yeah, I think those guys are just trying to get out, but... Ooh, water's coming already at that level. No time to stop now. Till you get back to the surface.
Something's blocking the door. Probably debris from the cave.
Blocked. Luckily, we've got a grappling hook to get out of
Not out of the
these
woods.
situations. I just kind of pulse the AR like radar, like bats use.
Please tell me that's a way out.
Alright, what do we do? This looks like a hydroelectric plant. Old one, maybe. Looks like generators. Did I come down this way? Yeah, I came this way. Everything starts looking the same after a while. Alright, so... There we go. That was a long ways up. We were a long ways down, I guess. Alright, oh yeah, always look behind you. Don't want to miss any of these chests. Especially these. These are nice. They have a little mechanical unlock sequence on the top of it. I like it.
Belfry, you there?
Alright, so we're out. And now we just have to analyze what we got.
I'm fine.
Uh,
Ford is mining some strange substance, and it looks a hell of a lot like...
yeah. Looks an awful lot like something else.
Belfry, you're cutting out. Belfry?
You take forever to do the simplest of tasks.
And apparently Talia wants to talk to us. So we'll talk to Talia, go back to the Belfry, see what we can find out. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to check us out on social media, and thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And we'll see you next time.
The Court of Owls is watching. From inside of Gotham's walls. They lurk in every shadow. And they rule you. One and all.
You used us. You knew about the court and waited for us to do the dirty work for you.
When I was still part of the League, we observed the court's growth in Gotham. Now you can see the city's rotten core.
They call what they're mining Dionysium. But it looks like it's from a Lazarus pit.
A foul substitute for the true miracle. A contaminated extract. For centuries, the court has been looking for a fountain of youth. Instead, they found the makings of undying monsters.
So those talons... that's what they're using to create them. So why not make a trade? A Lazarus pit for their science. you'd have a loyal army without ever recruiting another ninja.
Even in their current debased state, the League would never descend to such venality. And the court's greed and corruption prevent them from ever mastering the secrets of the Lazarus Pits.
Of course! You get to use the Lazarus Pits because you're so generous and kind.
Oh, those are some harsh words. I gave you back your friend, Jason.
I knew it. And I know you didn't do it as some kind of favor to me, or Bruce.
I suppose gratitude was too much to expect in exchange for another stab at life.
He didn't ask for your help, Talia. None of us did.
With Bruce gone, the court's operation grows. The League of Shadows will raze Gotham to the ground unless you silence the court.
Just spit it out, Talia. You want the voice gone, and you want to use us to do it for you. But what do you get out of it?
I'll do what I can to distract the League. And your path to the Court of Owls will be clear.
Oh, now I get how Montoya feels.
Hey Alfred, did the city records turn up anything?
They didn't. According to the city permits, there's been no mining in Gotham City since the Cauldron was completed.
Judging from what we found last night, they've been digging down there for centuries.
Give this a listen, Alfred. Babs managed to repair some of the court voice recordings.
Dionysium brought the Talons back to life.
Sort of. Dionysium's basically weak as hell Lazarus Pit water. Brings back motor functions, but free will's as good as gone.
So, what is a Talon exactly? Some kind of feral zombie assassin?
We've all seen weirder shit. Maybe.
Feral zombie. Sounds like Jason, all right.
I recognize a voice. The older woman is Constance Cobblepot, I'm fairly certain.
And the others?
More difficult to say. Maybe if I heard them in person.
In person. Tim, put the waveforms on the screen.
It's hard to find a match with all the damage and voice modulation. Maybe the matching system would have better luck if...
We match what we have against the live voices.
Fun, but how do we find these jackasses?
2 words. Orchard Hotel.
The Masquerade. The event of the season. This year's dedicated to Master Bruce.
Gotham's rich dress up and pretend they're humanitarians. I've been a few times.
So it's Dirtbag Central.
With so many of Gotham's elite together, security at the Masquerade will be tight. Finding out their plans first would give you an important advantage.
I'll tweak our masks to record telescopic audio.
If we can get a good vantage point, we may be able to put some faces to these mystery voices.
Sounds like our kind of party.
Got new intel for the evidence board.
I leveraged a mutual acquaintance. The head of security for the Orchard Hotel, Mr. Hendricks, has agreed to a meeting. The details are pinned to the evidence board.